it's review time. If you do not know me, my name is goofylilshady, aka yo goofy little brown girl. Yo goofy little brown girl's gonna give you what you want, give you what you need with a little bit of goof. Okay. I am going through The Sims 4 pack for pack as a new player, and today I need to share with you my honest thoughts and feelings on The Sims 4 Vampires. The Sims 4 Vampires came out in 2017, honey. So it's been a hot minute. What is a 2025 player thinking? We're about to find out. What I like to do in these videos is go through each section of the game: cast, build by, and gameplay. So what I'll be sharing with you is things I liked, things I didn't like, what Vampires offers, and truly just my final thoughts after playing through the whole thing. All right, let's start with Create a Sim. My first gut reaction, honestly, underwhelming, but not without some, good moments. As you can see, it came with 72 cast items, and they definitely leaned into that older Victorian style era, which totally makes sense for a vampire pack. Some of the full body outfits actually really hit that Victorian, eerie, creepy, regal look that I believe The Sims was intending for. And it's nice to see what The Sims interpretation on vampires is. But also something about it feels really empty. It's not that it's bad, it's just not leaving me super excited. It's like I get what they were going for, but it just didn't fully land with me. When I think about the overall tone of the pack, it kind of gave me Vampire Diaries energy, that early 1900s gothic feel, and I actually loved that direction because it's different from what we usually get. The masculine frame hairstyle really showed its age. They're very 2017, which is fair enough. That's when the pack came out. I like the idea, but it feels dated in the execution of it. There isn't much versatility in these items. Like, I can't see myself using a lot of these hairs outside of the sole purpose of being a vampire. Even this doesn't give me vampire energy, I can't lie, but I presume this is The Sims 4 take on vampires. Or maybe I don't know anything about vampires because I literally just know Twilight and Vampire Diaries. This hair was definitely my favorite out of all the hairs, including masculine frame. Now, from my perspective as a player, I just don't see myself using a lot of these items. There were, of course, a handful of things I liked. I love this dress. This dress is iconic, and all the colors that came with it, I think they executed this one quite good. This for sure gives me vampire energy. Look at her. She's eating us up. This swatch, the full body for masculine frame as well, also ate to me. This one and this one are my favorites for sure. But outside of those few items, there wasn't a lot that made me want to make more Sims using just vampires. It just doesn't inspire me creatively. When I compare it to other packs though, it definitely performs better than the last game pack, which was Dine Out. Dine Out came with 28 cast items. That is ridiculous if you ask me. Easily, this is one of the weakest game packs in regards to cast. Now, the vampire customization options that were available, easily the highlight. The vampire sockets that you can use, the eye details, the cheeks. They even got the mouths looking crazy. And then, of course, the most exciting part, fangs. Even the scariest looking of fangs ever. I'm definitely going to use these features, especially, of course, when making a vampire. I think this has all been really well done. Like, to me, if I was ranking the game packs in regards to cast, Dine Out has to be the worst of the worst. Above that is Spa Day, and then Vampires and Outdoor Retreat are kind of sitting at the same level. Like, I see what they were trying to do. I respect the vision, but it's not fully executed. That makes it exciting, and also it hasn't fully stood the test of time in regards to the items feeling very much the era in which it came out in. Something I value a lot when it comes to cast items is how many full outfits I can make with just that pack. And this pack just doesn't make that easy. To me, the full body outfits are the best part, the strongest part. But when it came to some of these tops, I was like, I don't know what bottoms you want me to put that with, because it doesn't look the cutest, babes. It doesn't. Once you start mixing and matching the tops, you kind of see where this pack is a bit weak, especially for feminine frame. Like, a lot of these pieces more so feel like one-off items that can be like better suited with maybe a base game item or other packs. But that doesn't sit right with me. To me, I should be able to make full outfits using just this pack. I shouldn't need to feel like I need other packs to help finish my Sims off. So to me, overall, Vampire's cast is a mix of solid ideas but poor execution. The theme is strong. I love that they fully committed to the eerie Victorian era, and the vampire specific details are great. But in regards to everyday usability, it's not very versatile. I can't really use it much outside of its main purpose being vampires. And I think the biggest L is that I can't mix and match the outfits as nicely as I would like it to be. Like, it's fine, it's just not one I'd rave about. All right, now let's talk about build by. My gut reaction, it's eerie in the best way possible. And I think that's exactly what they were going for. Within the vampires build mode, we got 144 items. So technically, this is the biggest build mode in regards to game packs for what I'm up to. The whole pack has this haunted, creepy elegance to it. Something that really stood out to me was the wallpapers. They're so rich and dramatic, they instantly set the tone for a vampire home. I was so happy with the beds, as well as the bassinets. And I mean, you could see the coffins back there, also impressive. But something I was a bit sad about is we didn't get any other bed size, which I think could have been awesome. The coffins, of course, are like the biggest highlight, right? It's such a fun and iconic addition. I mean, there's a lot of spooky additions in regards to decorations. We got these new spider webs that actually are animated in game. We got all these wall decals that just make the homes look horrific and scary. I mean, graves, right? Graves as decor, who would have thunk? Like, it's so creepy in the best ways. Something I did notice that it did feel quite empty, and I do actually think it was intentional. I feel like they wanted us to have builds that were quite spacious, kind of bare and unsettling, but I guess that's what makes it so eerie. But to be completely transparent, I think where my disappointment comes from is how excited I was for the idea of vampires. I mean, I'm a big Twilight and Vampire Diaries fan, so this theme kind of hits home for me, and maybe that made me a little greedy, but a game pack feels too small. I think I just wanted more because I love the concept so much. I did love the artwork that we got. It added a lot of extra lore about vampires and the town. The world itself matches the theme of the pack so well, and vampires, it's eerie, it's dark, it's moody. So I know for sure I don't feel disappointed in the tone of the pack or the theme of the pack. I just think looking at the build by objects and how much we actually got, there was room for more. Like, I think if they did vampires today, they would do it so differently. They've shown us that the modern packs and the newer packs are more full, more well-rounded. I just know this concept would have been executed in such a bigger and bolder way. But this pack is, of course, very niche. It's not super versatile. If I build a vampire mansion or a haunted house or something creepy and dark, this pack is perfect. But outside of that, there isn't really much there. Like, I probably won't reach for a lot of these items. Like, some pieces could even pass as like antique or heirlooms that have been passed down from generation to generation. But for the most part, it's very themed, kind of giving Conjuring energy, haunted house. You heard me, right? To me, the build by isn't lacking. It's just I would have wanted so much more. More, please, more, I beg of you. Even though I said I won't use this pack like every day, it inspired me to make something I've never made before. And that's what I love about packs, is it inspiring me to want to build something that I've never built before. So to me, overall, the build by definitely nails the tone and niche and theme of what the pack is going for. It was super eerie, haunted, scary, spooky. The furniture feels distinct and the world supports it beautifully, but it's a little limited in versatility, and quantity. It's one of those packs where the vision is strong, the execution is good, but the potential was even greater. Now, gameplay. Gameplay is where the pack completely came alive for me. It honestly felt like the first time in a while where a game pack just kept on giving. The more I played, the more I realized how full the system really is. So first of all, becoming a vampire completely changes your gameplay in the best way possible. You get this entire skill tree with powers to unlock and weaknesses you have to take every time you rank up. I love that. Like, you had no choice, you had to have a weakness. It makes vampires actually feel balanced. And it also forces you to make really like fun decisions so you can dictate what type of vampire you truly want to be. And the powers are genuinely entertaining. Flying around as a bat, messing with Sims, moving quickly, and then the aspirations really rounded out the experience for me. I love that there just isn't one way to play as a vampire. You can actually play different paths depending on what aspiration you choose. The Master Vampire aspiration feels like very classic, powerful, dramatic. Like you're becoming the best of the best, but it's strong and rewarding. Vampire Family really surprised me in a good way because I thought it was going to be about babies, but no, it's about turning Sims into vampires. It was just so fun and unexpected. And then Good Vampire. I'm so happy about this one. I didn't realize this existed at first, but thanks to your comments helping me out through my vampire journey, I found it and I was thrilled. It gives a whole structure of an ethical route of being a vampire where you're trying not to feed on Sims and you're focusing more on plasma fruit and self-control. That made the gameplay feel limitless because there wasn't just one option available. Because it's not about just being evil. You could also go the Twilight route and be very ethical in your consumption. And as I said, I'm a Twilight fan, so love to see it. All three aspirations give totally different vibes, but together they really make the vampire system feel replayable. We also got a new skill, the vampire lore skill, and I actually enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. It slowly teaches you everything you need to know about being a vampire. It also opens up new recipes and ways to play, which definitely felt Twilight coded. I was eating it up, nom nom nom. And then I saw the lot traits. They were such a great addition. They're small, but they just add that little flavor. With the dark ley line, it makes it feel really spooky and unexpected. With the registered vampire layer, gives you rewards via mail. So you're kind of part of this secret vampire society. And then there was Vampire Nexus, which just brings more vampires around you, which is great for storytelling. Overall, the gameplay in this pack felt incredibly full. I played for hours and not once did I feel like it was repetitive or thin. It honestly feels like one of the most complete gameplay experiences, especially for game packs as far as I've played. Everything connects. The lore, the powers, the aspirations, the lot traits, the skill, and it gives you such a solid supernatural sandbox to play in. Good for storytelling, chaotic, and something fun and different to do with your Sims. Yeah, I'm all in. Now, Woohoo and Zeth, yeah. Woohoo and Zeth, yeah. Those are the things that mean a lot to me. They mean the most to me. If you watch my complete playthrough, I experienced one of the new deaths. And might I just say, it was chaotic and fun in the best way possible. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no! Wait, no! So vampires can die from the sun, and I love that. Very much on theme with vampires, obviously. And I love near-death experiences. It's very fun. I didn't feel like I got enough warning, but I probably was warned, but I wasn't warned enough. But it happened, and I was happy about it. Let's just say that much. And we got 2 woohoos. Thanks to y'all, I realized there was a second woohoo. But the first one, honey, in a coffin. Coffins are so iconic. Coffins are so fun. Because the woohoo animation that came with coffins was just, I was obsessed. I was actually obsessed. I loved every bit of it. And then they gave us a bat woohoo. Oh, they know exactly who they're talking to. The bat woohoo. This took me to a different place, and I'm so glad they did it. With just the coffin woohoo, I didn't even feel like I was missing anything. I was like, yep, this is good. This is complete. Thank you. But no, you gave me an additional woohoo. Yeah, I give you many points for that. Many. Sorry, always extra points for the good woohoo and good death. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I'm a fan. All in all, at the end of the day, Vampires is a pack that really shines in gameplay. It's packed with things to do. From mastering your vampire powers, to building your vampire familia, to exploring the lore, it's got it all. The build by allows you to build the most eerie, gothic, haunted, spooky homes. And even though it is a little niche and it's not really versatile, you can't really use it outside of its main purpose, it really inspired me to build something that I've never built before and place down these haunted homes in my actual gameplay saves. It's a great addition. And Cass was probably the weakest point of this pack for me. Yes, it had some staple good parts, right? I love the vampire customization, like that's a must-have. There is a few full body outfits that I did like. It just helps you bring your vampire Sims to life. So it's not the perfect pack in all areas, but The Sims 4 Vampires does give you a unique full experience. It feels exciting and layered, and it's definitely one of the more memorable packs to play. So those are all my thoughts on The Sims 4 Vampires. I cannot wait to hear if you feel similar to me. If I missed anything, let me know. I don't think I did. Did you love vampires? If you do have the pack, has this made you like the pack at all? What do you think of The Sims 4 Vampires? Basically, I like to know. But I'm so grateful for you coming along this journey with me. We'll be jumping into the next pack, and I'm excited to have y'all along the journey. But I'ma wrap this one up here. Your goofy little shady is out. Bye! Vampires, it's done and dusted, babes. We did it. We played through it all. We did the cast. We did the build buy. We did the game page. We did the review. Who's next? Let's go.